Hi guys. All right, let me put a little thing on the bottom because I just had to grab a couple things. I have to start with this photo. I haven't stopped laughing. I haven't stopped laughing that she has this photo in her video. I just think it's the biggest hoot. It is. It's hilarious. Okay. Starting at 10 minutes. 5:45. Subscribe if new. You are back. All right, I will be starting in 10 minutes. How funny is this? How funny is this thing? I don't even know who it is, really, but I think it's just so freaking funny that she even has this on there. So funny. Um 36. Okay. Why can't I move this? Oh, there we go. Now we'll move. I don't mean anything bad about putting this up, but I just think it's hilarious. I think it's a funny, funny, funny picture. All right, I'll be right back, and then we'll start. Okay, it took long faster than I thought. I had to get something to drink. Okie dokie. How much fun did we have last night? that was, you guys, that was really fun. Um, that was fun because I had really no idea what was going to pop up in there, you know? Um, Hi, girls and guys. Mostly the girls here. Hi, thank you for coming back, guys. Tomorrow I'm mailing out the little remembrance candle things that I'm putting in there don't light because Summer doesn't want us to light it. But you can if you want, but it's not going to be a lot of wax in there. All right, let me get rid of this. This, I don't know, this is just a funny photo to me because it just looks just like them. Um, but I happen to like this picture. I think it's I don't know anything about about them, but I don't know who this is, but it looks like them. All right. Um, After last night, I was able to um, pull together the story super tight, super tight. Welcome to WCIA Network. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Um, and welcome back to my followers who've been following my channel, which strictly discusses and goes over the Summer Wells missing children cases. Summer Wells missing children. I have my own theory. It's just a theory. Nothing has been proven to be true. No one is guilty till proven guilty. And I just put together elements that match my visions, and that's it. Really, that's it. I put together elements that are put in front of me, that are put forth in front of me to match my clairvoyant, my visions. And I stick to it. And I stick to it. But it is still entertainment, and I'm having fun because I feel like the Summer Wells missing children are having fun. So, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This allows for me to use other people's information on YouTube, social media, for the sole purpose and sake of finding these missing children. It's very simple. It's very simple. There's no drama here. I am putting forth what I believe to be true, and I'm putting forth what comes through me. Comes through me. That's why I never know exactly how the live's going to end. But it comes through. Things show up, and things show on a deeper level once I get started on this show. Anyways, today's I'm going to show you elements of the number 5. Is really, this PDF to me is to show you that this number 5, because I do know people are like, people are just new. The number 5, it's a 5. It's not just any 5. It's a 5 that's in the same font, shape, different colors, and symbol, and I know where to find them because it's usually for this little box, or for a symbol of whoever is behind this possibly doing it. But there are deep fakes, and they do deep fakes, and this is one of them, but it is definitely one of their signatures, I believe. So the Wells did this little balloon thing, right? And this was their celebration. It was like their celebration photo. And when I looked at it, of course, I'm going to see something else because I just do, right? That little crazy little thing hanging from her tree. Wait, I'm going to look to see if I have the originals on my laptop here. Here it is. Here's the original. So here's the original. Look at her tree and the rope. So the elements here are actually obvious, right? But yet no one has done anything about it, or even seen or acknowledged that it matches the elements. So this here actually tells me a lot. That's the tree. I think they would find something on the property. And this little guy here with the yellow, I didn't know what I was going to do with it until the other day, who I was watching my live, that it matched within the photo of Michael Vaughn. But this is what's going on in the photos, guys. This is a great example to show you that it's not all that it appears to be. This group does a lot of speaking through numbers, symbols, the number 5. To me, Don is Donald number 5. And there's a B. Now this B has been noticeable throughout the last 9 months. And I just couldn't figure out, maybe it's Bly, I don't know. But this next stage that I'm in now helps me figure out the B part. At least I could put it together. So here you see accumulation of these 5s that look the same. Everyone knows the Summer Wells photo from the car. The photos have quite changed if anyone is looking. Her jacket says a lot. In the beginning, I kept saying the jacket has these indents, it has a number on it. You know, it's saying so much information, and it did. And I really didn't know where it was gonna come into play, right? All of this information right now for myself is coming into play very loudly because they're all starting to match. If you look back at Summer Wells' photo of when she was in the car, let me see if I have March 13th. Let me see if I could get one that's not cropped. Looks like I cropped them all. Wait. Let me see if I could uncrop it. Nope. Let's see. No. They're all cropped in this. Well, I mean, it's quite popular. It's her in the back seat with the milk jugs, right? And her jacket, that's her jacket. That's really what it looks like, because this came from someone's same person I'm getting all this stuff from. So this is what it is. This is her video. And this photo is very clear because this photo matches many, many, many other 5s that I've seen. And it shows the elements quite well, right? The one to the left, all up top, is Summer Wells from her car ride. The one in the middle is from that YouTuber. The one that's next to her with the plant is hidden right behind Grandis's trailer, you guys. It's there. It's behind where they said they planted. It's right there. It's right there. And that's what I told the TBI, and obviously I think that we would know if they were digging. The one in blue in the right hand corner is from Appalachian Fairground. The one down underneath Summer Wells in black is from Ernie Shell's jacket. The one next to that one is again from Grandis's trailer. And then another one again is from Ernie Shell's jacket. And then the one all the way to the end there are from the young couples, the Beestons or the Kents or whatever, that travel. They're the international travel ones. And the one all the way across the bottom came from an image through Harmony Montgomery. Harmony Montgomery's Google search for images brought me to a New York train station. The New York train station had symbols on it, all the elements. I sent it in. I actually got a phone call from the New York Police Department, and it showed, I think it said like 42nd Street, and it was the subway station, and it had these boxes. And then they deep faked and superimposed like a fake little person laying in the tracks. I got there. They took my information really quickly, and actually, I'll be there mid-April. You guys, I've been for the last almost year. It'll be 7 months. I'm getting certified with Lisa Williams. It's our last hurrah. We're all meeting together, and we'll be with the FBI. We'll be working with the New York Police Department, and I'm going to be getting certified, my final certification, to work directly with them. So that's really exciting. And trust me when I tell you, I will be looking at this subway in person. So this 5 is very, very important. And at first, the 5, I'm like, are they putting it in there? But they're not. It's actually a piece of real product. William here, his story gives me so much information, and it comes right back to this group here that I believe is part of this. His elements are, I'm going to show you a photo, are so loud and clear. It's just insane. And the one all the way to the left is Michael Vaughn. He is laying, I believe, next to Summer, who has that yellow thing on the head. And he has that 5, and it's metal, you guys. It's a piece of metal underneath him. I started following these buckets and these containers day one when I saw them in the trunk. Everyone saw something differently when they looked at Summer in her car. I saw these buckets, I saw these containers, and they were maroon. They're clear. They have edges. It's like a box that's clear, but the edges are maroon. And I saw this number 5. So knowing that I kept that image, I was told to keep that image. I'm presented with information that I'm supposed to look for, because it's very unusual and it's very odd for someone to be finding these small little pieces of elements just sitting and looking at a photo, right? But because I know I let my eyes, go where they're supposed to, due to a very strong force of these Summer Wells Missing Children spirit. They're very, very strong, and they watch over me, and I know when I'm supposed to open something up and where I'm supposed to look. And I was correct, because what you see to the right, that is says Fender's Farm, but I'm thinking it's at that hemp location that Ernie and those people own. I'm thinking that it's over there. It's somewhere in between here or there. I don't know, because they have the same elements. They all have the same setup. It's like the same setup, like this fake KinderCare, which is, which makes sense. It's like a fake daycare, I think. That's what I think. It's just my opinion. And they go through the lollipop fake thing. That's a gentleman's club. I don't know. Just what I think. This just appears. And the one next to Summer has that number 5 in her mouth, is Don Wells's jacket. That's what's on his jacket as he's letting go of the balloons. Now, going back to that hemp place, I didn't know it was a hemp place until someone told me. I didn't know. But their photos, now it might not be, you guys. So, I'm just saying what I'm supposed to say. Could all be deep fake. I don't know. I need to put it out there as if it could be a possible lead to finding these missing children, period. So that's all I'm doing here. One of the things that I was told in the beginning was it's a small little home, like a little house. I believe that what these kids mean is they live in a small little area, and that's how they travel. And I think that those are the same, what you see behind Summer. And for, I don't know who that is. It could be Julia. There's definitely a Julia I mean, I'll turn on my spirit box and she'll probably say it again. I don't know. I don't really like using it, but it's this small little trailer attachment seems to be really popular. Now, obviously, I've told you before, the same design, but I'm not, whatever, because I know that there's certain ones that are more popular, yada yada. It's like saying, oh, I see the same stripe. But I think that this is very pertinent. I think that that was like a small little trailer that these two girls stayed in for a little bit. For a little bit. And what shows here is I just seriously believe that the trailers are go over here, and they do have it shows like a big tire, but it's not it. They use a clear, like that clear thing that rolls. Now, I don't know if that's in there. I have no idea, but this location, including the bouncy thing that's on the ground, and the A and the shadows, everything about this matches what I have been following for 9 months. I'm zooming into locations, you guys. I'm zooming in. I feel these kids are very, very, very dirty. That comes out strong. They're dirty, 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 dirty. They'll maybe get dunked in the water to rinse off, but that's it. Cold, dirty, and hungry. So the young kids, those young couples, to me, are the ones that will travel international and get shit where they're supposed to, and watch the part that's a little bit more responsible, because they're not getting all fucked up like the ones that I know. I think that they're in charge of the business end of it, and they're a big part of the handoff. The handoff. Because this is what they're doing here. They're handing it off. It's coming off of a helicopter. It's coming to them. It's landing to them, and they just bring it over, and this is what it is, and it's coming by train, or it's just coming to them. And all of the boxes match. Now, when you look at the upper right-hand corner, that's the box that's on top of the van the day that by that red Toyota. But what's on top of the van, which it shows there, is the maroon box, and it's clear. And that's the same thing that shows up at the hemp place. I'm calling it the hemp place. I don't know what else to call it, you guys. I don't know if it is or if it isn't. Maybe I'll call it the Appalachian Fairground. I don't know. Doesn't matter, but it's all there. It's all in the same relative area. It's up to the TBI and the FBI to go get them tomorrow, and figure out. By now they should be able to figure out my stuff they put out there. Up in the left-hand corner is the exact same 5 box, and that is also by Daisy Field with the young couples. The bottom left-hand one shows it with the tin box, and those travel somehow. Candace has something to do with the plaster. She has something to do with that. I mean, she does. That box shows up, even though the 5 and everything's the same, they elongate it and they try to, have it mix in. But between all of the cases I'm working on, it's a consistency, and it's coming from all the places that I have on my list of break the walls down and go dig. Williams is super, super loud. His is really, like, his and Summers are like really, really clear. Really clear. So yesterday I showed you in that girl's video, that 5 actually matches perfectly to the 5 on Summer's jacket and to the 5 by Candace's trailer. And that's a 5 that is with the young kids, and they're bringing it into the open fields with sunflowers. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a story here. There's a story building. And the kids are saying, my mama, my mama. My mommy did it. My mommy did it. And I don't know which spirit, I don't know who that is that's saying it, because there's a lot, and it's really bombards my head. Like I could tell you, for those, if anyone's listening that is the guilty party, and for anyone that's listening that knows that this is the truth, and as I'm about to say it, my throat hurts. Yesterday, last night, actually early morning, I know what they give them to have them get drowsy and fall asleep. It's a liquid. They have to swallow it, and it doesn't taste good. And I went through the process of swallowing it as Summer. Summer didn't want to finish it. And I'm telling this story because I want the person who's guilty to hear this story, so they know that this story is going to be told through the eyes of the children, and the children are going to give all the information. She went to drink that little round cup. The liquid is kind of thick like you would mix sugar in water, like thick, like a thickness, but not too thick. And she didn't want to finish it all, but you took your hand and pushed the cup up. You lifted the cup up and you tipped it until the very last drop was out. She went to go speak, and she couldn't. She couldn't. There was one person giving that to her, and it was a lady. It was a female. She was in the room by herself when this was given with this person. She wasn't in the room. At this time, she was in the room by herself. She was already not with the other children. She's by herself in the dark. And I'm telling this story not for, reaction, but I'm telling this story specifically for the person who gave it to her. So they know and they feel how strong these children are, how strong their spirit is. And don't mess with it. I'm always going to bring back Rosemarie Bly. This is Rosemarie Bly, the photo down there I showed you the other day of that girl in the window. This window, you guys, has all the boxes in it with number 5. That's what those are. She's bragging about all the number 5 boxes that are being pulled. They're being pulled. See that? They're exactly what you see it on is exactly how they do it. So this tells me 100%, because I have so much information I have given them about Rosemarie Bly, that it's the same group. This tells me that this girl looking right at you is fucking guilty. And she is someone that we know. We know. There's the red pickup truck, and that pickup truck What do you see? I just know. I just remembered that. What's in the trunk of that pickup truck trunk are one of those little houses. It's a little house. It's a little barn. It's a little house. For all we know, that's where they put Rosemary Bly. But it's one of those little houses that are in the trunk of the pickup truck. And that makes sense that something like that could have been in the trunk of the pickup truck. Because when you looked at it, you saw the clear, you saw like a clear box. Those are lined up behind the one that I circled. And this is right next to the missing sign of Rosemary Bly. It was in the window. I cropped it out. I showed it the other day. But this is a real connection, you guys. So when I say number 5, it's just not me blowing air out of my ass. There's a reason. And the other day where I was doing the stand and like Summer wants me to do an S and S and S. Now I get it because it wasn't an S that I actually did. I looked at it, it was the B. It's very interesting to look back at it. But these two girls, this was a planned abduction. Wasn't done on the 15th. Something happened. Because remember I told you maybe something happened. Remember I told you that May 28th is, I don't know why, but that's just the number that I use for Summer. Something happened on May 28th. I have no idea, but May 28th to me is Summer Moon. So his clothing is so very interesting to me. It matches Summer Moon's jacket perfectly. Perfectly. Let me show you. Now, obviously, you guys, there are deep fakes, right? People deep fake shit all the time. Let me see what page this is. Page 11. It's also, he also has it on his belt buckle, and oh my god, the other ones have so much too, but that's not the point. I don't need to show all that shit, right? Because that's not the point. Copy. Here, I'll bring it closer. It doesn't matter. It's just showing that there is a there's a repeat. Even the small little 5. See the small little 5 on Summers next to 5? Ernie has the same little 5 as well. He's the same little 5. Here, I'm gonna I'm gonna circle it so you see. So like stuff like this, when I know for sure that these are elements because I've been looking at them for 9 months. All right, let me circle it. I'm going to circle the little 5. I'll put a line by it so I don't cover it. Putting a line by the little 5. No fill. Okay. All right, so you all see the big 5, I know, right? But what really, to me gives it a for sure is the little 5. Save. All right, let me show you. when you see little ones and they match, it's kind of like bingo game, right? It's on Summer. It's all on her. I haven't even gotten to the good stuff. This is a picture. What you see here is a reflection in a helicopter. I believe this helicopter is the Predator's helicopter. I kept their faces out because it's not necessary to start the drama. But the reflection in all of the windows shows this. To me, that's a child. It's pretty gross. And this is where it's located. So I'm putting this out there so you guys could pay attention to looking in reflections. These guys are really open with the reflections in their sunglasses are insane. The reflections in the sunglasses tell you exactly where things are. Specifically, one of them more than the other. I have to be honest. Probably because he wasn't thinking. He wasn't thinking, you know? But you could see that. I mean, you all see that, right, in the reflection? Here are his glasses. Now, most people would look in the glasses and be like, I don't see anything. But when you know that you're looking for the elements, the 6 or 7 elements that I stick by, and they're here. They're here. The person with the bee, that's the bee. That's the bee that's on the summer moon thing. And that's the bee that is on the box. The black trucks, those black trucks that he's showing, this is load up, let's load up the helicopter and go. And they're in an open field and their trucks are doing something. I know so. I'm going to show this to you before I'm going to show you a video. I want you to watch the video and tell me what you see. Page 14. Watch. 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 I'm going to slow it down. Some reason, these fish, watch. So when you slow it down, you have that. Someone's putting someone over the side. And these are those sucking fish. These are the sucking fish. But watch. There's something that's coming out of the water. Remember when I said there's like a little teeny thing that comes out of the water? They're doing something over here. That's not a fish. They're dropping something. This is a video of something happening. These fish move their mouths. They do the same thing, and they have those clippers. I have been watching this movement. This exact thing is what I've been looking for. This is what I have been looking for. These are the fish, because listen, Summer Moon keeps telling me fish, 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 fish. Fishies, fish, fish. And there is something going on here. Something going on here. And that's what this video is showing me. Right there. Wait, I'm going to play with it here. There is something. This is way too familiar. This technique of whatever this is part of the Summerwell's Missing Children. Whatever is in there. Whatever that is, with that thing sticking out all the way to the bottom right-hand corner. And you could almost see like other things too. But that there, this is something going on right there. I think this is one of the dumping places. And these fish maybe just eat them up. I don't know. But this is somewhere in Tennessee. It goes very fast. Those are in the back there. Those are trailers. But that is the movement of that critter. See that in the corner? See that in the corner, in the bottom right-hand corner, that black thing? Like there's something going on here. There's something in here that they do the Summerwell's Missing Children. This is the water. These are the fish. And that is the movement. And there's something right there, the bottom right-hand corner. Comes out of the water, see? It's in the bottom right-hand corner. And I'm telling you, any video put up that is just FYI to those that are the guilty, I'm telling you, any video that you're going to put up that's 15 seconds tells me a whole entire story. Your 15-second videos are worth $1 million to me. Because this video I will play with later, but I wanted to show you guys because as you play with it, exactly what happened to the other video is what's going to happen to this. Trust me on that. Because that's not supposed to be there. And these fish, you could feel it, right? Look at them come swarming. This is exactly, that is Summer Wells. This is a Summer Wells missing children scene right here. Right there. And has something to do with that little, I feel like it's a boy. Right there. Right there. That is not a normal picture. It is not a normal frame. I feel the illness and I feel the sickness. So I had to show you that because the fish, I really needed to find the fish, and I found the fish. I found the fish. It's where they go. That's what it is. Oh, hi, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's just too freaking funny. So these are the fives. Okay, we went through that. This is on the helicopter. Did the bees. So that's a photo of it. This is something nasty. Something nasty. I'm going to go back to this. So there's the bee is in this girl's mailbox. It's in the mailbox, and I think that these frames match. I don't know where this is, but I think it matches where they said the red truck was. I think that's the same location. This is staying in my presentation because I have seen that pillow. I know what this looks like. And this little child is, this little child's hooked up. And today I'm going to go over the B'nai Ramsey one to show you how they're all the same. This is just sick. So I saw this, and what I want to show you is the equipment around this girl's head. I don't know who it is the same white equipment with the red heart. And each time someone does this, their arm is up. And every time I see that, I hear words go, I could hear the words, is your arm still up? And I think that just might be possibly just something that happens. I'm sorry that I'm showing this little girl's face, but I have to. I have to because it's what's in her neck. It's what's around her neck. It's that doll. There's that doll in her neck with the little heart on it. And that doll, that same doll, is over here on what's her face's neck, all the way to the right. It's the same doll. Okay? It's connected by the white thing. Now, I personally believe that she's behind the curtain, that you open up a curtain. I think that these are pulled up. These boxes are pulled up. She's in a box. She's in a small little box. But it's layered because behind the curtain is, see where my square is up in the orange square? That's in front of The number 5 box is there. That's what I circled. So that's a room you go into, and that's a room that you really don't want to go into. She's like in the holding room. She's going into that room. Let me make that a little clearer. I could feel it, like she's going to walk that way. It's like, I'm telling you guys, it's like it's section. I said this so many times. It's between, they don't share a wall. It's between the wall. They have to dig the Wells house up. It's between the wall. I can't explain it. I really think that that's how they built it, between the wall. Because when you move those shades, it's a different room. All right, let me get rid of this orange and let me show you closer. Okay. Let me first brighten this up, and I'm going to show you how that 5 is very clear, and you're going to see, sometimes the pictures are super clear, copy. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. Here it is, a little brighter. So behind the curtain, you see behind the curtain there is the 5. So now I'm going to crop it for you and maybe lower the brightness a little. Okay, now let me crop this so you could see each element. And there's a person laying on that slat. So you know how the 5, forget the size to it. They mess with the real size. The slat underneath that 5, I don't know, I just call it a 5 because it looks like a 5, right? Copy. Is real. Like this is like someone is laying under that. It's that flat metal thing. So number 5, and someone is laying under it. They're laying under it. Let me brighten this one up. And she has, let me clarify so sometimes it's hard to see what I'm saying because they blended in so well. But let me crop what's on her neck. And then I'll crop again what's on what's-her-face's neck. Copy. This little girl went through the same process as Summer. There's her little doll on her neck. That's on her, you guys. All the kids have a little doll. They all have them. Let me crop hers. All right. I drew on it. See? I hate when I draw on it. I'll just crop its head. Now, they're connected, like this one's connected to the cheek. That's her doll. That's on her neck. Do you see a pattern? This is real. Those aren't deep fakes, you guys. Those are real. This is real. She's really going into that room. That's where she's going. And that's definitely attached to her. I wanted to show you the white pieces. Now I know that you think that it's not that girl. I mean, a lot of they use what that girl's face and stuff as a deep fake, you guys. Um, just like Benny and whoever else, they use their faces for the deep fake. So we don't know who this is. We don't know. All we know is the elements match Summer Moon Wells on her poster board, covered in white with the heart. And what's around this person's neck is exactly the same thing that's around Summer's neck. It's the same thing. What I'm trying to match up is that poster. The poster that I always show you guys is this. And the house, it bleeds. See how it bleeds into the poster? I have said this, just this poster gives a lot of information. You could tell that Summer went through whatever she went through, and she went down into that hole with the white rim, the metal rim that I've showed you many, many times of people's head in the corner. It's exactly what this is. But this also gives information of the house that's behind it. It's a white barn with the red with red trim or white trim or green trim. It's the shape that's most important. It's the shape that's most important. Oh, I wanted to just point out to let you know that all the photos that I have pulled from these videos and from Candace, the black area, the black area is just important as the bright area. The black area, they all have the pole, the white and bloody pole. It's in the same spot. I think it's the rim. I think it's the rim of the box. But they're consistent. They line up. The color and everything just lines up across the board. That's in this one. That's a close-up of what Summer Moon Wells is looking like. The elements are all there. She's not in a car, you guys. It's just not. What I wanted to show you was another video I'm going to show you. This video, to me, is the car ride. And these are the jugs. And these are the white jugs that have the heart at the end. You're looking at it. You're looking at it. They match up to the jugs. Let me find my... Here it is. Wait, it's a different... Two. Okay. Wait, let me grab it. Oh, I haven't even taken the audio out of these yet. I can't believe I didn't organize these first. Well, it's meant to be. All right, let me see what I have here. So one of the videos that I went over was like a very quick... Okay, so let me show this. This is, for those who didn't see the other video, that's the number 5 that's sitting by the Mountain Dew behind planting flowers. That's the number 5 that matches everything else. You see how that number 5 basically matches all of these in her video. They match. They just match, and there's nothing else to say about it. They match. I mean, whatever it is, they match. It's not my problem. They match. So because of that, I decided to go to select another video, a different one, and they just stood there, looked at it, and I was really, really drawn to a specific video. And this one, let me remove the audio. This one, I'll show no other kids. Wait, copy. So this is a better look at the number 5. You can't get away from the fact that these are the same. Just look at the bottom one, this one. So I was directed to another video, and the video was a car ride. A car ride. Maybe it was 26 seconds. Very quick. Get into it. There's the fish one. Here we go. Let me see. Apologize to if I'm showing, certain things that no one wants to see. Right? I really want to pull up only pertinent information that has to do with the case, okay? I'm not going to share anything that doesn't need to be, basically. So I'm pulling up some images to show you what's in the back seat of this car, and how it says that this is where Summer was the weekend before June 15th. I believe her. How about that? Wait, I'm pulling up the images. They're just the jugs. There's a lot of information here that reminds me very much of the car ride. And the more I play with the video, the more information that I get. Just like all the other stuff. Wait. Hold tight. There's just a couple of them that I really want you guys to see. Like this one. The video itself is just very odd, and what stands out to me about these kind of photos, now they may not mean anything to you guys, but it is these photos because it's wrapped. This is what's in the back seat, and it's wrapped in the same green straps as I've seen before. Bodies being strapped down like that. And what is this? It's something that I'm going over. Let me see if I could get better images. They turn into copy. They turn into the jugs. I'm sorry, but they turn into the jugs with the heart. And certain odd photos just appear. That wouldn't necessarily appear in a drive-by. So in the car, it starts to look like someone is going underground. Let me show you. The body starts to go into a hole. It starts to totally shift what it's doing. That's in the car. So it's just very unusual. These are just very unusual videos. To me, they're the drugs. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion, and it's not a drive-by. And there's like in the back seat, it's a thermometer and shit. Like, I can't even talk about it because I don't know anything about it. All I know is it was presented to me to look into. You know, that's it. I'm telling you that, you know, it's not what it appears to be. Because if it was, it wouldn't change like this. To be clear on top. And it's looks like one of those boxes that are being looks like one of those boxes that are wrapped, because it's the same green stuff on the outside from the boxes that are being moved around. That's what it looks like to me. So it looks like to me. Wait. You know what? I don't want to play the videos. I just don't think it's necessary. Let me show you. Let me keep this one up for a moment. So when you look back at this one, it really gives a different reflection of what you thought before, I'm sure. Wait, I want to show you some information on the Ramsey case. Because it goes all the way back. I believe that her father is number 3. Find the PDF. Ramsey. I'm showing this to you because I want you guys to see the resemblance of what's happening here. Definitely a trigger warning, because you're going to be uncomfortable looking at some of these photos, but I'm showing them to you because it's the only case that I have that has real photos. Dolls were placed on the Ramsey property. They found dolls like this, you guys. I don't know if anyone has ever read what the abrasions that they found on her face. To put it in a nutshell, The canal in the ear, there's rust color abrasion. On the face, this is observed in a car accident. What is this? Where's the burn? It's not in here. Oh, here. Probably the most frequent comment made about this mark is that looks like a cigarette burn. Cigarette burns are relatively common in child abuse, according to this review article. Okay, they're approximately 7 to 10 millimeters in diameter. They have centered. There's a self-inflicted cigarette burn. Some unfortunate person has posted on Reddit. It doesn't appear to be a fresh wound and has healed somewhat. Wait, I want to get to intentional cigarette burns have that clear circular shape that JonBenét's face mark has. The face mark seems slightly larger than a usual cigar burn. That's what I was looking for. So a cigar may also be a possibility. They also found approximately 5 cc of straw-colored fluid. These markings and these wires and the white stuff that's coming out of her and whatever is in her mouth, this is what we have been looking at. This is what the kids look like. The marking in her ear and that burn mark to me is that mushroom thing that they lay their head on. To me, that's the burn mark that's on her face. I'm showing these because they're hearts. And they have little symbols of rock that are similar. These are on her hand. There is similarity between these two cases in many, many, many ways, you guys. She has the hearts on her, 3 of them, small to big. She has the heart behind her ear. Her ear has been cut. They're old wounds. They put stun gun. They don't know what this is. They've never seen that before. Well, it's on Summer Wells. It's on Summer Wells Missing Children. This is what's on them. I follow those marks. I follow these marks. Same things with the toes. I've showed you guys, and they found it very unusual, but I don't, because I show you all the time that there's something connected to that toe. I showed you that in Summer Wells as well. She has it on her foot. And this child had it too. And the markings on her leg. And she has the heart on her neck. She is a Summer Wells case. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. In her case as well. What's the shape of her ear is this same, let me show you. It's the same shape shows that's in Summer's ear in the poster. It's like it's a pipe. It's like a, let me show you. It's metal. It's what it is. It's metal. And she has a heart. They have hearts. She has hearts on them, like real ones. Like this is her report. She was a victim to me, Summerwell's missing children's victim. She has the same markings. But this I'm showing this because this is the only body that I know they have found that has this stuff on their body. Literally, we're seeing it. She has all of those white thin ropes with a when I say 5 cc, 5 millimeter, thin tube with real thin fluid coming through it. This is her, the Ramsey case. Her father was number 3. I know it. There, see, there's the in the back of the head. This is exactly where I show you that they hide it in the hair. They hide it in there. They hide it in there with these ropes and ties. She had them all in her hair, you guys. In her head. These Easter baskets, this is her burial. You obviously know that that was superimposed, right? That fake skeleton thing. But the Easter basket, I'm telling you, it's not Easter. This is just, she was part of this. And there's your number 5, and there is your house. Period. That's the same shape house that's behind Summer, and that is number 5 and number 3 in her hair. And this is still cold. Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. It's the father. That's my thought. That's my philosophy. It's the father. I have so many pictures that I could use, but I mean, I could just do so much. This child was born into it. Again, it's on the mother's side. Her mom's died, but it takes the both parents to know what's going on, right? Let me remove this thing and show you what's showing up. Copy. See? And the heart is on her head. So there's a lot of them. There's a lot of the Summerwell's missing children. She's not missing, but I'm showing you elements that are real. That are real. These are real. They go to the locations of the burial. And there's her doll. And then they have all these little symbols, especially the number 5. Hand location, when I put this little girl's hand next to Summer's, I feel a connection. I feel a real connection. I do want to say that I'm showing a lot of information, but I have to tell you guys that it's very obvious to me where these guys have to start and go look. But the problem is, I don't know if they're gonna. It's the strangest thing. It's the strangest thing. I'm showing this because, again, I'm going back to this photo. This is, it's the strangest thing to me that, Lori Vallow's son. I mean, why aren't these being put together? You know? So this is the fish. This, I think, is our critter. That's what I wanted to confirm with you guys. I think this is our little critter. And these are heads or something. I don't know what they're doing, but that's not a fish in the water. Whatever it is, they're putting it in the water because it's right there. It's right there. They're putting that in the water. And for those who don't know what the yellow thing is that I showed you, here's our little Michael Vaughn. Michael Vaughn, I believe, full-heartedly is right there with Summer. Like with Summer. Behind Michael Vaughn, that I showed about the yellow thing, is this. Okay? But all the way behind Michael are other people. This photo really shows a lot. And he has the number 5 between his legs. So those aren't really his legs. They just superimposed his legs there. But there's a lot going on behind him, you see. This is what they do to the Missing Summer Wells children's posters. This is what they do. They're still doing it. And they're still doing it. They put in his other picture, the other picture that you see on the right-hand side, in the window, is that. It's in his window. So they just put dumb shit in their photos that shouldn't be there. It's called Guilty Party is Having Fun. It's... I'm going to leave this one up. See, there's the yellow thing. It's on the tree. And that's where I think that is Summer. And this is why they know where Summer is. They put this all together because no one in their right mind would have that yellow thing like that hanging from the swing. And they're like the same concept. They're covered in bees. In the bees. In the bees. Let's ask Summer Moon Wells if we're close to finding her. Summer Moon, do you want to send a message? Want to send us a message? Are we going to find you soon? You bet. Do you have a message? Where are you, Summer Moon? Where are you? Do you see the photo? Do you see the purple balloons? She sees it. Who are you with? Who are you with? Where are you, Summer Moon? There's Julia. Where's Julia? Yes, you bet. So I think she's Julia. I don't know why that she just says Julia, and then when I acknowledge Julia, then she says, yes, you bet. It's consistent. Am I right, what I said? Are you Julia? It's a constant, and it's really bugging me. It's like that's all she wants to say to me. It's like everything else just comes through voice and through visions and through clairvoyance. Whenever I turn this thing on, let's see. The leaves. The leaves. So I forgot about the leaves and the leaves. And the leaves. You guys, there's something going on in Hawkins County. There's something going on. These kids are right under our noses. They are right there. I have showed so much information. I have shown heads on blocks. I have shown abused children. I have shown them down in holes and chains. I have shown it with pretty good backup. This shouldn't be a photo of, this should not be a Michael Vaughn poster that looks like this. It just doesn't make sense. The poster of summer shouldn't be. This does not make sense. Why isn't this being taken seriously? This poster shows a child's head in white bounding. It's bound. against her head and around her neck. The other side shows her in a frame wall, and a hole in the floor, a hole with the frame of the house in the background. This is what's been going on. And they're being allowed to. The TBI has not busted this open. Not even dug on the property. Nothing. 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 I don't know what to tell you guys. I thank you so very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. God bless you all. And have a wonderful Sunday night. And maybe justice will come tomorrow. Good night, guys.